Oh, hi. So, real-time watercolor painting. We are back, and we got an apple pear plus rock. And then this is paper that it got wet, something spilled at, as in, I think I was outside painting outdoors, and I had like a cup with a top that had water in it for mobile painting, and the water opened, and this paper got wet, but it's Arches paper. So anyway, I wet both sides. I see it's kind of, not in great shape. I got these bubbles here, but anyway, we're gonna give it a try with apple, pear, and rock. So I thought that this super nice yellow made a great thing. I don't know, like trying to set this up so it's halfway interesting. And I thought like this overlap here, I don't know, I mean something like this right here, this little skinny black area background, it would be really difficult to paint. So I gotta watch out for stuff like that. This, on the other hand, might be good, but you better be sure that that this is going to look behind that, because it's a shape like that, high contrast, that could really pop. So yeah, I'm just trying to set up a nice and let's see the secondary light. It doesn't look bad. I don't know. What do you think? I don't know why anybody would want to like hang that up in their room or something. But and also Salvador Dali painted about 100 or 200 oil paintings of piles of rocks, which they sort of looked like people, and uh, he had them arranged in that sort of way. So we don't quite have this one looking like a person, but you know, anyway, so we're gonna try apple, pear, and rock, and I'm very curious if I can actually paint the rock. Like this last painting, I was curious if I could paint this. It was like what, this photo that had a we stuck an apple on top of the photo, and I was wondering if I was going to be able to make the photo look flat plus have a 3D apple, which I didn't really succeed, I don't think, but it was looking okay. This apple, like these next to the last one, I mean, they're looking all right. I don't know, not fantastic. I think if I work on the apple more, I could maybe pop more and say, hello, I'm an apple. Anyway, now we are using this probably messed up paper, and I wet both sides of the paper. That's something I don't normally do. It is got this big bump in the middle, but whatever, we're gonna jump right in, and I'm gonna see, just not to be too literal, I'm just gonna start with yellow for that pear. Oh, that was the other pear. Should we have two pears in there? I don't know. Let's see. I don't know. Anyone think we should have two pears in there instead of one? How about a playful thing with the pear stacked on top? No, I don't think so. Anyway, I'm going to just start with that one pear. This is still wet down here. Up here is already dry. I have a yellow. I'm just going to jump in. That's not even the right yellow. But I don't really have any other yellow. Oh, maybe I got another yellow. Let's see. Okay, well, here's my big fat palette that is supposedly all yellow. So let's see about this one. I think that's Hansa yellow. Let's come down here and say hello, I am the right side of the pear, and maybe like a little bit right here. And let's see about a a yellow gray. Here's an exaggerated yellow gray. Let's just see if that's, yeah, that's maybe a yellow gray. I don't know. You know, I don't really like to have outlines most times. Anyway, let's see how that is, what can happen here. I'm just gonna, you can see that there's a kind of like an area there surrounded by the yellow gray. That looks pretty bad, that yellow gray. Let's just rethink that yellow gray. Okay, I don't know why it's stuck on the paper like that, but I guess we're gonna go here, just call that an underpainting. I see we are running out there, and it's really pretty iffy, that part. Now we got the this brown here, so let's see about, I had this brown here from, I don't know, probably the last onion or something, and what is that onion? Oh, there's the onion, and I guess that's where the brown's from. From a recent attempt. Okay, well, I'm just gonna see about that stem. Let's just call that the beginning of the stem, and I want to get back into this yellow, and let's go up here. So I like that white that's there, just appeared magically. And this is looking okay, and this is the shadow right there. There's a hint of red in the shadow. Why don't we just grab a little hint of red and just say, hello, I'm the hint of red. Okay, there's an exaggerated hint of red. And then this, oh yeah, we're gonna do that brown. The Too Awesome Sister, hi, thank you for the greeting. Wow, 2 thumbs up, thanks so much, wow. Pretty exciting, thanks, appreciate. Okay, so now we're gonna try to, first of all, that, so that paint is escaping. Let's see if we can keep that paint in check. Okay, now we want to start the rock. Well, maybe we should do a little, nah, I was thinking about maybe to start the apple. This apple could just be gone. We got a good start on that pear, right? We'll see about the apple. And then, you know, you got those stickers on the apple, and I made a bruise on the apple pulling that sticker out, looking for a good angle of the stem. I guess that's kind of picturesque, right? So maybe we'll leave the apple in there. I want to start hitting the rock. I was thinking we're just going to paint the rock, but then I decided, well, let's put a, you know, couple fruits on there just for the heck of it and make it more challenging. All right, so this is a lot of grays on here. This one here is called neutral tint. Might as well have a, you know, a little yellow, because that's going to be, you know, I haven't looked closely at the rock, but I'm sure that there's some yellow reflections of the pear in there. So let's just try to do that one shadow there. And while we're at it, let's just see the single light source, just to, you know, get a good idea of what's happening in that shadow, because this other light I got here makes like, you know, it's like 300 bulbs or something in there, makes the weirdest shadows. All right, so I'm just gonna just boldly paint a shadow right here. Leaving this white, see that white line there? I'm leaving that just to keep definition. And you see there's actually, I don't know if you can see from your angle, but there's a highlight right there, right at the bottom edge of that pear that we want to maintain. And so here I'm just going to go out here, and here's the edge of the rock, and let's see, so that looks good. I'm just going to come in here a little bit. Same thing here. I'm leaving a little line there to keep the independence of the. Okay, that's looking good. So, you know, we don't want to have a big area all one color. So that is why I leave these whites in there for right now. And let's just see, you see the shadow here and the shadow here. Let's just try to, you know, hint at that right now. And then let's see. There's like these little grooves. This is a piece of shale from a painting vacation up in western New York. And I got a whole collection of rocks. They're so beautiful. Okay, that's cool. And then this should really be warmer right here. So I'm gonna take some oh, excuse me. Oh my gosh, take a little bit of this and I'm going to try to make the gray say hello, I'm a warm gray. So that's a little too warm. I'm going to put a hint of blue in there. And we had a tester here. I guess that's it. Let's see if this is. That could be a warm gray. All right, nice job. All right. So warm gray, we're going to try to do down here. Like I said, painting the rock is the real big challenge here. And very curious how I'm going to be able to effectively paint the rock. I don't think I ever painted a rock before. So, got a warm color. So allegedly this warm color should look like it's closer to the viewer than that, which of course is the case. This is the, you know, closest area of the subject to the viewer, and so if we want to have depth, which we do, then, so anyway, I'm doing a really watercolor style stuff, just like the pros, like they paint planes in watercolor, and then at some point it magically starts looking like the subject. So let's see if that really happens to us. Here I do actually see some red right there. I don't know, you know, if it's the reflection of something in the room here. I don't know, but I'm definitely seeing some red right there. Anyway, we gotta see about getting this whole plane. There's that highlight, thank goodness. And I suppose technically that should be right here, and it's coming down like that. And then if I had to pick a color that had a lean right there, I'd say it's green. So, you know, again, red and green, but very subtle colors. Hey, T-Rex, thank you, welcome. 3 thumbs up, thanks so much, everybody, with the thumbs up thing. YouTube says now I have hype to give, but I don't know if anyone else has hype to give. I don't really know how to give it, but allegedly I have some hype on my channel to give the new thing. Okay, so let's just see what's going on here. Okay. All right, I'm gonna just try this plane right here. That also looks kind of green, but whatever. So this should be. I'm just going to just go right here. Let's do this middle part. Let's say like it's highlight here and here. but this middle part is a little darker, so let's just go right there. And this is going to, and that is kind of leaning green, but I don't have the green ready, so here's a little bit of green from there. We got a touch of green. Just put a little bit right here. Maybe there's like the remainder of some moss or something. I don't know. Or maybe it's got, I don't know. Anyway, let's see what's happening now. I'm going to, I'm just going to see about moving this around a little. Yeah, I'm going to try to take out some paint there. Okay, cool. Right here is the stem. Should end like about here. And then there's the shadow of the stem. Why don't we just see about putting that in right now? And the shadow of the stem, it starts right here. And let's just see if we can get that. So there's a really good there's a really good negative space right here, which is a triangle, and this point right here that looks so there's the top, the right, and the left. The left point of the triangle is it looks like a good arrow if we can get it in there effectively.